Hello, everyone. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you, excuse me, from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. It's time for Taroscopes. We're going to be doing the Taroscopes for the sign of Aries. That's Aries Sun, Moon, and or Rising. And I like the Aries reading for just a general reading for the year. This is going to be for the whole year. There is a specific point in the reading where I point out January, so it also applies to January. I'm going to look at a little astrology, especially for Aries, specifically in this one. And then we'll do a 3-card oracle poem, and then we'll do the card reading. So let me think about the astrology. So Aries is a Mars-ruled sign, and Mars is the planet of energy. It's the planet of direction. It likes to go forward, it likes to move forward, and it likes to sort of go in a single pointed direction. Problem is, Aries at Mars is retrograde as the year starts, and it's in the dual sign of Gemini. So not only is it challenged in that it can't go in just one direction, or it likes to just, it prefers to do, channel it in one direction as to more power, right? It's also moving backwards, which it doesn't like at all. And it's stationary in January. So January is going to be a very, very fraught time, I think, because Mars is going to be very, very powerful at that time. So it will be very interesting for all of us to see what happens in January in that respect. There's a certain amount of having to stand your ground with that energy, but also stand your ground, not so much in like, I'm going to beat you senseless, but in your word. It's about keeping your word, and I think, and truth. So yeah, so that's going to be interesting. But then Mars goes direct, and Mars doesn't go, it moves through Gemini, out of Gemini at the end of March. So, and move into Cancer, which it's also not that comfortable with. So it's going to have to deal with its emotions. So you're dealing with your emotions once Mars moves into Cancer. It's really actually a good time to like clean things out. Clean, just like, run the water over things. Clean away the dross and the grime. It's a good time for that. So if you want to do, maybe you would start your spring cleaning early, although maybe not, because I'll tell you when Mars goes into Cancer. Okay, when does Mars go into Cancer? So I said the end of March. I actually did, didn't I? So it looks like April, maybe. Hold on. Sorry, I actually should just look at the ephemeris. Here's Mars. Sorry, I will look at the ephemeris now, which is what I should have done in the beginning. Instead of thinking I knew where it was and then wasting your time. Okay. Mars goes into Cancer on the 26th of March. And it is in Cancer until May 20th. So what is that, 2 months? April, May, to sort of deal with the feelings. Then Mars goes into Leo, and that's a sign it's more comfortable in. And it's a very creative Mars. So we're looking at um, a real sort of creative late spring, early summer energy for Aries and for all of us, because Aries is the beginning of the zodiac. So that's why the Aries reading is good for everybody to watch. Let me see. Is there anything else I want to say? Well, sure, of course. Pluto is moving into Aquarius momentarily. It's going to be there for 20 years. This year, it's going to be there for 2.5 months. But we get an inkling. We get an inkling of what's ahead. So we have to really pay attention when Pluto is in Aquarius in those 2.5 months, especially around issues of technology, perhaps autonomy, things like that. Maybe even, what are those things called? Your creative. Oh God, like you can't steal other people's creativity or something like that. I don't know. Rights, something rights. But you know, the thing is with creativity is it's a difficult thing to monetize in a way, because although maybe it's not, and I just think so, but it's sometimes when you monetize things, it just suffocates. It's really an artist who can continue to like commodify their work and be free creatively and not, you know, I think I could be wrong, but if anyone has any comments on that, please feel free to share them. Pluto in going into Aquarius, that's a big deal. Friendships become maybe more powerful, or the potential, like your friends, it's more important to like who you know as opposed to what you know. I'm in trouble. Saturn moving into Pisces. So Saturn's at the end of the road in Pisces. It's going to be there for 3 years. It's time to clean out the closet, the karmic closet this time. So Aries there's going to be a lot of forgiveness, a lot of wrapping up old accounts for Aries over the next 3 years. But you know, with Saturn moving into Pisces, we're all going to experience that, and especially Aries. So let's see, anything else? No, I think that's it. Oh yes, sorry. One more thing. The nodes shift at the end of July. The North Node goes into, you got it, Aries. So you're going to be leading the band, Aries, come the end of July, moving into the unknown future. And Pluto is square the nodes. So we'll talk, that's something else. I'll have to do a video on that. Yeah, so that's what I think. That's what I think is happening with that. Okay, let's do the oracle. Now I've been using the same oracle cards. So if you happen to, you know, I generally suggest you watch the reading on your sun, your moon, and your ascendant. One of them may resonate. More than one may resonate. But you have like the option of 3 really to go with. And I've been using the same deck. So you can, if your moon and your ascendant and your sun are different signs and the same card comes up in more than one reading, then that really is the card perhaps you need to concentrate on and meditate upon. So, all right. Or not the card, because I have the card, you don't. Although you can get them, I got it on Etsy. The artist name is Claire with an E at the end. Mac, CLAIREMACK.com, I think. She's an artist out of the Pacific Northwest. Can you tell? Yeah, Seattle, I think. The cards are beautiful. I love her art. Okay. Almost there, guys. This is an important one, so this is for everyone. I want to make sure I got it right. Of course, it's always right. It has nothing to do with me. First card, resilience. So it's going to take resilience in 2023. You need to work on being more resilient. More resilient. Potential. Potential. So there's a lot of energy, but it's potential energy, meaning that it's stored up. It's stored up. It's not moving yet. So it feels like you have to build your resilience. And that is by being more like stable on a physical way, which is taking care of your body, paying attention to your body, and improving your environment so that the energy flows better and it makes you stronger in a way. And what that does is it builds up the potential for the future, which is exciting. And let's see what the third one is. Anguish. Anguish. What this says to me is the resiliency and the potential, while important, won't go anywhere until you deal with this, with anguish, with the pain, with the trauma that prevents you from your ability to really live in a way. Maybe that's not it. You know what I think it is, although it could be that. So if it resonates, fine, but it's a little dark, so I don't like that so much. Because I always feel like there's a choice for light. What it does say is to move away from your anguish, is to become more connected to the earth, become more connected to the power of the earth. And the power of the earth is the power of the feminine, and it's the power of healing, and it's the power of feeling. Anguish is a mind thing. It's a thing that you can't get out of because it's in your mind. So you need to put yourself out of, like, put your mind out of it. Take your mind out of it and bring it into your feeling and your growing and your physical body. I feel like there's much more of a sense of community connection here, and the need to connect with your community. This might be the year, Aries, that you extend a hand out to neighbors again. I mean, we've had with the COVID and with everything, we've all become very isolated. And even areas where we were, you know, relatively friendly, has sort of broken down a little bit. And I think that while there needs to be a balance between the time we spend alone, I think we also need to reach out. This is a 7-year though, so I think that maybe introspection. If you're going to choose, like, if you're going to err on the side of one or the other, I say err on the side of the introspection. But this is a time for you to deal with your trauma, really. It's the thing that in a way turns your back to the beauty that's there for you. So, you know, it's time. It's time to examine your mind and figure out, you know, what are those thoughts? What are those things that what are those voices that keep talking to you? Are they just a loop? Do you need them anymore? Can you let them go? Good question. All right. Now we're going to do the tarot reading. I'm using the Elemental Tarot. Sorry this is so long. I've been very chatty the last couple, so. All right. Now, this is going to be for, of course, the whole year, but it's also for January, and there's a specific card that'll be January's card. So let's just shuffle them. I don't think I've used these since the last horoscope, so I'm going to give them a good shuffle. So Mars, oh boy. Well, at least Mars is done with the retrograde for a while. But it is a tense time with Mars. But there's a lot of success too. I mean, there's a lot of tension with Mars as it stations. And it really kind of depends on, you know, are you on the side of truth or on the side of lies? And then within the lie, there is a kernel of truth that we need to look at, right? And within the truth, there may be a lie that we have to look at. We live in a dual universe. It's such a game in a way. There's a book that I have, somebody was telling me about. I said, oh yeah, I have that book. The Game of Life and How to Play It. That it's a game. A serious game at times. I don't know, maybe when we pass over, we get on the other side and we have a good chuckle about the whole thing. But let me tell you, on this side, it can be very, very fraught. All right, very fraught. Let's see. We start with the King of Swords. Justice. Judgment. What crosses that? My first thought when I saw this card was partisanship, which, you know, staying on your side. But the truth of the matter is that you can't really stay on your side because we're all one. Because this is the fire of spirit. This is the truth coming down. This is the fire of the truth. Let's see what's underneath it all. The Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning, a new earth. A new earth. What's at stake is a new earth. In the past, the Four of Pentacles, people maybe trying to hold on to their power, their financial power. Financial power has always been earth based. Saturn conjunct Uranus at the end of 2020. No, Saturn conjunct Jupiter at the end of 2020 in Aquarius, 1 degree of Aquarius. There's been a lot of 1 degree of Aquarius's hits over the last couple of years, different planets doing different things, but hitting right on that degree. And things aren't the thing of value anymore. It's ideas and it's attention and it's communication. You know, Pluto in Aquarius. So the past, the extractive past is kind of behind us, is in the past. We have the Empress in the sky, the goddess, the fertile goddess. The earth speaks and says, come back to me, love me, and I will love you back. In the immediate future, also known as the January card, we have the Magician. You have the power. If you focus your intention, balancing your mind, your heart, your resources, and your feelings, your emotions, your thinking mind, your feeling mind, your practical mind, your inspired mind, in a direction, you will manifest it. You can be the master manifester if you focus your mind. And so what is being told to us is if you put your mind to it, you can solve this and live in harmony with the earth. Have the male and the female live in harmony. That's the direction of the future. And if we can't get that on this planet, there'll be another planet to do it on, I'm sure, in another life. But wouldn't it be nice to give Mother Earth a break and start being nice to her, start working with her, instead of constantly taking from her and then poisoning her? Why do we hate life so much? It's a beautiful thing. How it's seen from the other side, the Ten of Wands, a lot, a lot of pressure, a lot of ideas, a lot of burdens, based on beliefs that if we would just like let it go and realize that we're all one, we wouldn't have the burden. But that's the burden we carry. Domestic situation, strength. You can do it. You can do it. You can make it through this. You can make it through this. And this applies to all of us. And I especially feel a resonance here with the Ukraine, with this card. Hopes and fears, entrapment, the devil. And the outcome. Three of Cups. Fealty, friendship, happiness, reason to celebrate. Let's see if there's more. Queen of Cups. Healing. Back to the mother. Reunion. World. End of one cycle, beginning of a new. We can do this, guys. We can do this, and we can do it faster than the speed of light if we put our minds to it And that's the key. That's why information is so important and such a power. It's people's attention, how we focus our attention. That is the power with Pluto in Aquarius, the group, the power of the group, the power of the group intention. What is your intention? What is your attention? And if you can put your attention and your intention into healing the separation of the divine masculine from the divine feminine and bring that into conjunction and heal. That's what the Lover's card is about. It's about healing the divide through love. So we'll see if we can do it, right? Okay, hopefully that was helpful. If you would like a, actually, did I look underneath? This is the Knight of Pentacles, Death, and the Knight of Fire. No, yeah, the Knight. The Knight of Fire, I believe. Yeah, this is the Knight of Fire. So the message, the proselytizing. This is just getting the message out that this is a possibility, really. That's what's underneath it. The time is right for people to understand this. So let's get the information out there, guys. Love your mother. That's the information. Comes down to it. Love your mother. Love the feminine part of yourself. See the power in love and vulnerability. See the power that's in your body, not by how it looks or how somebody thinks it should be shaped, but the power that you have, the power of the earth within you. We are from the earth and we are from the sky. And the only place where that can come together really is the heart. And that's what we're here. We are the heart map. Harmony through conflict. That's what we're here to do, humanity. So let's find some harmony in this conflict. Okay? All right. Have yourself a wonderful year. But of course, hopefully you'll see me again. It won't just be this one time. This is for January. I'll be back at the end of January for the February tarot scopes. If you like my work, like and subscribe. I do a lot of stuff, astrology, Kabbalah, numerology. Many of you know what I do because you've been watching me. And I do personal readings, which I always forget to say. So if you want a reading with me, I do them. I can do your astrology, Kabbalah, your Kabbalistic life reading. It's life-changing, really. It's a life-changing reading. Well, and I say that because it changed my life. And that's one person. And I know that there are others who said the same thing. So there's nothing better than self-knowledge, honestly. And my telling that to an Aries, you know that. The better you know yourself, the better you can walk through the world. Or in the case of Aries, run, jump, leap, climb trees, fall out of trees. I don't know. Aries, I love Aries. Take care, everyone. Have yourself a great month, and I'll see you next month. Namaste.